I have to say, it's so great to hear the NBA voice their support for Britney's return to the United States. But now, here on NBA Today, we are joined by a very special guest from the WNBA, Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. Cathy, thank you for joining us here on the show. I want to start here. It took 294 days to get Brittney Griner home. I can only imagine the trauma that she now has to process. But when you look back at this journey, what do you think the WNBA's role was within it?
I think the WNBA players were amazing with keeping her name front and center. But when we had a strategy where we didn't want to be out in front, they listened. And when we had a strategy we wanted to shout her name, they did. And certainly the NBA players as well. And what we did at our All-Star game and just throughout the season, just remembering her, writing her letters. She would write back, handwrite letters back. So it was all part of a plan to make sure BG knew that she was remembered here. The team was lost without her. The league was lost without her. She's one of the best players to ever play the game. And so we're so thrilled and so much happiness today when she landed in San Antonio.
Absolutely. You mentioned those letters, thinking about Britney's release and how it was so uncertain for so long. Can you tell me about a moment? Was it a letter? Was it a phone call, an email, a conversation where you started to feel that glimmer of hope and thought, you know what, this might actually be possible that she's coming back?
Yeah, it's an interesting question because this has been a journey for almost 10 months. And from the day she was detained and then a month and a half later deemed wrongfully detained, the State Department, the special presidential envoy for hostage affairs, and it's not lost on any of us, the geopolitical complexity of this moment. And I think just for me, it was just a journey throughout. It was worry. It was like as if it was my own daughter. And as a mom, I can't imagine what her parents, her mom and dad went through, the anguish, but now the joy in reuniting with her. So it was just all those emotions. And then when she wrote me a letter back in September, as we were going into the WNBA finals, it was inspiring, I would say. She was hanging in there and against all this adversity, and just really inspiring to even hear from her, let alone handwrite a letter from a detention center in Russia.
Absolutely. I think now a big part of the conversation turns to what happens next. And you and I have had conversations in the past about how you want to be a part of that welcoming committee that brings her back, but also understanding that this is going to be a process. Do you know yet when you're going to be able to go and see her? How does that work?
Well, clearly her health and well-being are number one.
Yeah.
Her family has asked for time and space and privacy. Obviously, that's all number one. We'll provide mental health resources should she need it after these initial evaluations that she's getting. But certainly the players all want to fly to wherever she is and get to see her players on the Mercury, her players on USA Basketball, other W players. You know, it's just an incredible outpouring, and I hope she feels it as she has now landed in the United States. But we really need to get her, give her that time and space to spend that lost time with her family.
Absolutely. That has to be the number one priority. Brittney, like a lot of WNBA players, plays overseas in the offseason where they can make a lot more money, frankly, than their WNBA contracts. The average WNBA salary, it's roughly $109,000, whereas the average NBA salary is just over $11 million. And I know it's not apples to apples, but Cathy, as you process this entire situation, what do you think the league can do to help players more from a financial standpoint?
Well, one of the things we're working on transforming the entire economic model. The top players can actually make up to $700,000. That average isn't even really the base pay average, but an average is a little higher than that, with the ability to have playoff bonus, Commissioner Cup prize pool. We put $500,000, $1.5 million we'll spend in player marketing agreements this year. A lot of more players are deciding to stay home and do things like broadcasting and coaching and internships, and we're working with our corporate partners on that. So there's a lot more opportunity to make more money here. It's not parity. We are 25 years, 26 years in. Other leagues are 75 to 110 years old. But we're working on the economic model. We're trying to get more corporate sponsors, and we've had great WNBA sponsors step up over the past couple of years. We're working on content and media and digital transformation and all the things you would think of to make it easier to bring more fans in, get more eyes on the game so we can drive higher pay for the players. But players are going to choose to do what they want. I was a college athlete and I would have wanted to play year round. And I think some players will still decide that, because they know their bodies will only hold up so long. But, we're we're thrilled with the progress we're making. We have a lot of hard work to do to continue to transform the organization and the teams and get more fans in seats and more fans watching.
Absolutely. Kathy, thank you so much for spending some time with us here on NBA Today.
Thank you, Malika. It's a good day.
It is a good day.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.